Alright, hi everybody, I'm back. It's Richie Boy. I'm just gonna do this video on the pink Tele. I finally got some throwback wire for the grounding of the bridge, finally. The guitar itself, even though I put noiseless pickups in this thing, still makes a lot of hissing and whistling noise, so I was told that if I would run a ground from the tone to the bridge, then that should help with that sound. So that's what I'm going to do. First I'll plug her in here and turn the amps on so you can hear what it sounds like right now. Alright, so hopefully you can hear all this. If I hit the E, the low E, you can hear that. Now you can hear that hissing in the background. Hopefully you can hear that. The amp that I'm running here is this PV Classic VT series. I have the master volume at 4, so if you listen to it, you hear the hissing, and if I touch the bridge and I touch the tone, that hissing, or if I touch the volume, that hissing pretty much goes away. So hopefully if I run a ground from the bridge to the tone, should be good to go. So I'm going to tear this thing apart. We're going to do that. We'll get you over to the bench and see what's up. Alright, cool. We're over on the bench. I didn't want to bore you with taking it apart and everything, so I have it all ready to go here. I have to plug in, forgot to plug in the soldering gun there. Alright, so here is the wire that I got, the throwback wire. So I'll just take out the white and black wire, figure out how much I'm gonna need. I think I'm just gonna fish it through the hole right now. Let me move you over here. Okay, so this is about as low and as close as I can get you to it. It's getting kind of dark in here, but so I have this black wire here. I'm gonna fish through the hole here that goes from the bridge area into the control area here. Stick it through there. Pull it out. Can't grab a hold of it, so I'm going to use my pair of needle nose pliers here. A little bit of a snug fit. So I just need to remove some wire here from this end. So let me do that here. Oh, how small that is. Pretty small. Pretty small to cut off the insulation here. Sorry, I don't mean to be getting in the way here. What's happening? Just trying to strip this wire. I don't know if you could see that. Probably not. My hand's in the way. Well, that don't seem to be doing a whole lot of anything. So let's try the actual pliers here. This throwback wire, maybe there's a different way you have to strip this off. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should have checked that out, looked that up or something before I started to do this job. Maybe just need a razor blade or something, I don't know. But anyway, there, we got some of it exposed. Got some of the wire exposed there. Alright, so there's the little bit sticking out. So we should be able to hook it on. I think I said the tone pot earlier. That was wrong. This is the volume pot. So we want to just stick it to the side of the volume pot there. So I'm going to try to put this upside down as best as I can. And then just solder it right to that. Right to the side of that baby. And then I'll cut it and pull it through a little bit, cut it, and then solder it right to the side of the bridge. And yeah, I might have to sand this down a little bit, but we'll see. So let me go ahead. This is flux core solder here that I'm using. Very thin stuff. But I think I'm going to put a little bit of flux on the pot here myself with my finger. Put a little bit on there. Put a little bit on the wire here. And yeah, see what we can do here. This should be heated up plenty right now. So hopefully you can see this. Take this, try to bend it over here, try to get it to connect to this spot right here. So I might actually have to put a little solder on it. I think that's what I had to do last time. Just put a little dab on there. Kind of build it up on the pot a little bit. Shouldn't need much. It's a tiny little bit there. And hopefully I can use this hand now. Heat this up, heat both of them up, and then voila. We should have a wire now hooked up. There we go. Boom. That's connected. Close this back up. Move this rag. Pull that through a little bit. That wire does not have to be that long. Try to tuck everything back in here the way I had it. We'll work on that later. Anyhow, the bridge is going to be lowered right to about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Wow, that doesn't want to cut. Let's try this. There we go. That cutter worked. Set that wire aside. Here I'll try to expose some of this wire again. pull some of that out. Wow, this stuff's really hard to get any kind of clearing. Okay, so was able to strip that off, get some of that wire exposed. I took a small, tiny little piece of sandpaper and I took and sanded one little spot here on the bridge to kind of get rid of this, rough up the finish a little bit. And yeah, hopefully I can go ahead and solder this up. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit of solder on this spot here. Let's turn you here a little bit. You can see tiny little spot. I don't know if you can actually see that where I sanded it right there. There you go. I'm gonna put a little solder there, just like I did, heat it up, put a little solder there, put a little flux, a little flux on the wire here. Even though it is flux core, I think I did that last time and it seemed to adhere to the metal a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and solder this little tiny spot here. Come on, baby. Taking some time to heat this this spot up here. Pretty wild. Don't know why it's not working very well. Try it again. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. Solder didn't seem to want to melt there. What's going on? I think that's plenty. If I can get the, there we go. Got the solder back off, that should be plenty. Maybe I'll put a little bit more flux on there. Put it pretty hot. Put some on the wire again. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that, but let's see if I can get it close here. Oh, might have to bring it a little closer, kind of swing that around. try to do it so that you can see what I'm doing here. So not much area here to try and get this on and together, but hopefully you can see that. We'll heat that up. Connect that wire. Not working very well. Not working very well at all. It's a little disappointing. I don't know if the solder, I don't understand, so we're going to try to put a little bit of the solder on the wire. See if that'll help. Alright, got a little bit on the wire. But it's kind of going to the top side there. So hopefully as it melts, I can get it back down onto the actual bridge here. So we'll try to heat it up. Get it connected. I'm trying to do all this with the strings in there too, and so I didn't have to take anything apart. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do, but probably not. Alright, got it somewhat connected. We're gonna just try to take a little bit of solder and just put it right over top of it. See if I can get it to connect a little bit there. Alright, I think we're connected. Let me unplug this so I don't burn the house down. Set that aside. Let that cool for a second. And I'll put it back together and we'll get back over to the amp and see how it sounds. Alright, hi everybody. I'm back. It's the next day. Couple days after I went ahead and ground the bridge and ground it to the volume pot here, and yeah, I just wanted to see if you could tell a difference. So this is just me in the room, same way it was before. Had the light on. To me, it sounds just a little bit quieter, not much. don't know if you can hear that slight difference. But according to the camera volume, it does kind of look like it's slightly quieter, not much. Alright, so that wraps up this video. I think what I'm going to try to do now on the next video is to probably shield all the cavities and see if that helps. Alright, see you on the next one.